Fennekin as the support, almost 100% of the time that we see the support set being chosen, it's just the Emolga. He's in a tough spot right now, but this is, oh no, this might actually be punished. Does he have the timing?
Oh,
he does!
He does!
Oh, that is so tough to time. Just to explain that for people out there as this round is over. Oh, I really
literally got sneezed on. I really love the way Bowlerex is actually playing this, but Jukum, he's not giving up just yet. He's kept them forward, and he's trapped them against the wall.
But 1 HP, can't get hit at all. And the fact that now we see Krogan get lower life means that he's going to be able to get more often the rare items when he does his jump A. All right, this is going to be close to a shield break. He just needs to line a few hits, but there's no down. 6 seconds left. Can Jukum get around it? And he does. He finds the hit, but he's still at 2 HP. He's still at 2 HP, and there's only 2 seconds left. And he's going to get the win. Bowlerex is going to take the first game against the world champion using Krogan.
Does have that debuff onto Bowlerex too to be able to take full advantage of here. He keeps him against the wall though. Shifting phase, Bowlerex can now get away to try to close in some of that gap here. Does use the helping hand to not only heal himself, but also to make sure that he gets a buff on that attack power. But he doesn't even have the chance to fully utilize it because Jukum now has kept him trapped. Chef, what can Bowlerex do here? Now he has the Latios, and now he can stop him from jumping out of this situation. He wants to close first round like it's a speed run.
Oh, I don't know. That was such a tough situation to get out of. But I do have to point out, too, a great combo, crit-only combo from the 2Y tech. And look how much damage this character can do. Oh, he's doing the full swivels. He's doing the full things. Well, he went for a weird ender, and then it wasn't going to pay off. Jukum using burst. I mean, that was almost one combo to even things up completely after that amazing field phase. And Jukum, he's going to have a nice advantage here with the first. There's going to be a lot of chips. It's going to take him down to 1, I think it is. And he's got the corner positioning, but he still needs to find one more hit. However, we're entering that time. Okay, I was going to say that spot where time could really matter.
Potential jump to get out of that position right there. The pressure going on, and the Victini's going to get called in right here. So at least trying to make things up, and it actually hit Alistair, and he gets in the follow-up. Chef, Alistair's going to answer right back with the burst meter of himself, and he actually reverse this? Iceberg, he has the burst that he can work with around Alistair.
He needs to burst right now. No! Big mistake. He's going to lose synergy gauge for getting hit with the Giga Drain. And now he's in such a tough spot. And that's going to be it. He really needed to activate that burst the moment that he had a chance. But Alistair, knowing that the best way to prevent that from happening was going to be from draining with Giga Drain here to build back into burst and make this comeback. This grab won't be enough. But now he's literally on his last hit. He's got to make it here.
Oh, Chef, this is looking grim right here if our Aura Master, after taking so much of that damage, Aura Master's going to be playing a lot more defensively, and Gorson knows that, maybe going for more grabs at the same time here. The counter coming in, but he was able to hold it just in time. The comeback potential coming in from Aura Master. Gorson now stuck against the wall. I like the retaliation. I like the patience being displayed from Aura Master. You can see the way he's trying to play this. He's forcing Gorson to play his own game. The Jirachi now coming in. The Mew to retaliate right back. The burst meter's on at the ready for Aura Master, and this could be the opportunity for Aura Master to even things out.
Oh no! He has the burst attack stuffed, and I think this might be enough. No. The defense off. There's only 5 seconds left, though. I don't know if there's any way to make back enough damage in time, and unfortunately didn't even get the opportunity to try. It was a great showing to be able to make it back to that burst in that final round single phase, but he just needs to land one more hit after this field shift. And now he just is in such a scary position. I want to see if we're going to see an offensive burst. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh no, he doesn't have it anymore. Victini will give it back at least. Oh, but the Victini, and he's going to come off the wall and get the conversion. Such a rare way to end a round. And now twice we've seen full conversions from Victini, from Icebergy, and that is quite the way to move on. It's gone. You don't really need to play too specially defensive against it, and so Jukum can try to save it for that third round if he needs to.
Right now, too, Jukum is finally finding himself to gaining some of that momentum, although Alistair has him exactly where he wants and being able to reverse the situation, gets the grip, gets that combo coming forward. A lot of damage coming in, but Alistair managed to get that shield in and to be able to stop Jukum's momentum short. He has that burst meter, though, that he may want to pull the trigger off to close out this game if he finds himself in a tough position like right now.
Oh, that is almost going to be it. Now, going to get the guarantee crit from Victini, going to get the meter, going to get the life, and the grab again, and Alistair is going up on match point.
It's a dire game at that could determine him going to that lower bracket. Alistair, though, gets the cross-up, keeps Jukum against the wall, closes in that gap, though, with Victini. It's going to be able to heal some of the HP and also be able to utilize the crit that he could put onto Jukum. The Snivy now, he's going to try to get out of that radius, and he does so successfully, but it's just a matter of forcing Jukum to approach him here. There's 2 seconds and he has less HP than Jukum. Can he do something about this, or is it going to be time's up?
Oh, that's
no
gonna connect! No way! And the very final 0.21 seconds of the round, Alistair making the huge risk, activating that synergy burst, but now he's gonna go on match point again. That paid off perfectly.
Jukum's burst, like he could pull the trigger off if he finds himself in a bad position right here, and he does pull the trigger on it. Does have the burst meter now that he has turned on, and now being able to try to force himself out of this bad situation. Alistair's not giving up, though. He's able to play a lot more defensively. He does the empty hop into the defensive option, holding that shield, and now he gets called out, though. Oh, the revenge going in. Can Jukum get the follow-up? Alistair answers back with a burst himself, and can he close this up? This could make it or break it right now if you're Alistair closing out this game.
Oh, and he lands the 8Y. It's the burst that's going to connect on the wall. I think that's going to be enough, and even if it wasn't, there's only 3 seconds left, and that means that Alistair is going to win the set 3-1. And we are going to see the burst. Wow, what a good challenge. Using that full screen Giga Drain, which is of course a big risk in this matchup, but you can see how long these combos can last, and it's really going to allow him to spend a lot of this burst from the champ and just make sure that it's gone. Oh, he's going to be able to block this in time.
Oh, he was ready for him too, and you still have Gorson that can utilize his burst, and can he catch him on the ground? Oh no, he's right over it, right before he landed. That was so close. Can you imagine right there, Gorson feeling himself? But instead, Jukum though was in the perfect positioning right there and was able to reverse the situation to get that punish and take that round. Yeah, at the very end right there, you saw like he really wanted to rely on that meter, but unfortunately, he played aggressive and trying to get close to Jukum. He didn't want the Jukum to actually have some of that extra space to work with and to deal with some of that chip damage. And now Jukum opening things up pretty strongly. Jukum overall just needs to take this game to progress through that lower bracket and send Gorson home, but Gorson's been doing such a good job at keeping Jukum at bay, but right now Jukum instead not only gaining some momentum, but keeping Gorson trapped.
Yeah, this is where he loves to play this matchup, but now he's the one who's in the corner, gets another pickup though. I don't think he's going to be enough. Oh, maybe it is actually. The defense down debuff him a lot, and that was enough.
That's going to be crucial too, because he's going to be able to have some of that burst going forward and having it all at the ready already with Gorson now having to try to claw his way back into the advantage that he once had and slipping away with Jukum now, keeping Gorson at bay, keeping him against the wall. I like this drift back in the spacing that we're seeing currently, but Gorson tries to force his way out with Jukum stopping him short. He still has that burst meter to work with, as well as so much damage that he's tacked on. The Lapras tries to force out the shield. He doesn't get a grab, instead he goes in for the anti-air, and the grab coming in right now. Chef Jukum is looking like he's absolutely on fire with a lot of that momentum built up for him.
Oh yeah, he's got every resource that he needs. He's gonna land the grab, and now just any single hit, which is gonna be so hard to avoid. A big read and the trap. Oh no, doesn't get the conversion. He just needed the 2Y, but he's gonna use the 2Y anyway a little bit later, and Gorson is going to be eliminated from the tournament. Is going to lead to a full burst attack if he so chooses. Actually chooses to save it for maybe one more opening. He might get it by 15. Okay, jump back.
Oh, he does. He got away from the situation. Not again. No more follow-ups right here from the Victini. Instead, though, Roxo took a lot of that damage, and he still burned that burst for the most part right here. And that may be it right now, Chef, and keeping him out in the corner, stuffing him out. Iceberg, he takes the first game.
and Burst is available for Roxo. Burst not available yet for Icebergie. He tries to backdash the counterattack. He let it go, he started it a little bit later than Roxo, which is super unfortunate timing. And here we go. Roxo wants to close this out. He just needs to find one more solid hit. The Victini managed to avoid it. Oh, jump the combo that could have been it, and this one, I think this should be it. The scaling's really low.
Oh, you and I are both at the end of our seats right here, and if this is it right here, Roxo makes the comeback. The very first reverse 3-0 comeback that we've seen all day.
An opportunity, he's guessing correctly, he's making the right reads, conditioning has just been working in so many perfect ways. But here we go, this is the corner pressure from Jukum, and this is where he really has an opportunity to take this back. No, great escape from Roxo.
Oh, I like that too, optimizing for that positioning too. Coming in, having to forcibly shield that. Now going forward though, he tries to utilize it to his advantage to push in and close in some of that space. I like the damage approach. Now coming in though, they'll drift back into the punish on the approach from Roxo. Now getting the retaliation, a good chunk of damage and great positioning if you're Roxo right now. Jukum now having to forcibly fight out of this corner. He can't do anything about it with Roxo still applying some of the extra pressure and taking this game. Could take full utilization over, has a burst meter that he could work with to try to close out this round here as he does enough damage onto Roxo, and he's still able to pressure onto Roxo and build up a lot of this momentum going in to close out this round. So no matter if Roxo could try to get himself out of this corner and close in a lot of that damage that he's been able to tack on, but it's impossible. Jukum cleans up Roxo and takes this game.
That was such a sick combo to end that. He did jump Y into 8Y, knowing that was going to push him perfectly into the trap, and then charge the 5X even. And Roxo with the zoning is going to tie it up. We're going to the very final round in the top 4 to see who makes top 3.
Faced off against Roxo, who did such a good job zoning out Jukum within that last round. The counterattack immediately coming through for Jukum, and that's going to be a lot of damage coming out and taking a chunk out of Roxo.
Oh yeah, and this is going to set up a really good field phase Oki. We're going to see the pedals show up. Yeah, that's a pretty much guaranteed shield break. And now he's in the corner, gets hit by 2Y into the trap. And this is just turning into a really tough situation. That's big. That's going to drain a lot of meter. That's going to be another reset situation. Oh, no, he might actually cash out here. Let's see. Oh no, here's the reset and the grab, and I think that's going to be it with the defense down, and that is enough. Jukum is going to move forward after clutching it out in the final round and move into the top 3 to try and get back up to his second place spot at the very least.
Yeah, I think the big adaptation from Shadowcat is game number 1, he was playing very passively, and we saw that Alistar turn that passivity into offensive opportunities, and then games 2 and 3, Shadowcat's been playing really aggressively and catching Shadowcat off guard. So now here, Alistar's making the adaptation where he's playing aggressive, he's forcing mix-ups, and trying to force Shadowcat to sit back a little bit more and play patiently, and now with these grabs really punishing Shadowcat for playing a little bit more passively and defensively. A third grab in a row, the second telekinesis, are you kidding?
Oh no, the truest grappler in the game, and now he has the corner, and that is almost a perfect.
But Shadowcat off to a great start here and has complete flexibility in when he chooses to go to that burst. So far gonna save it, but if Alistar brings himself back in, might use it to stay on top. This is gonna be huge damage from the Hyper Beam.
He did neutral Y and field into barrier and caught the jump X jumping over. That was absolutely amazing. Oh no, he jumps over the 2X this time. A lot of weird hitbox issues, but look at that. The damage is adding up. Shadowcat has burst. We might see it aggressively here. Oh, but the fire punch is gonna hit. That is gonna be a lot of meter spent for Alistar, but he does have the Toad Kiss, and now he's gonna have to use it to defeat this burst mode. Oh, this is so scary. 1 conversion would be it. Oh, the jump Y hits, but nothing else.
Pulling Alistar, and he goes over and he catches Shadowcat. It's gonna be big damage, but Shadowcat defense boosted by this burst, synergy burst, so not gonna be enough. Alistar goes high again. Oh my goodness, so he's neutralized the burst. Alistar now with the HP lead. Oh, is this gonna catch? No, Farfetch coming out.
Oh no, this is gonna be so much at the corner. Look at this. Oh, down to 2 HP. Okay, this is basically 1 hit away for either person. There's only about 10 seconds left. He has to make the right read. Goes for the full hits of homing. And Shadowcat brings it back in Game 5, Round 3 at the very final moment. And it looks like Alistar is going to be committing to the Pikachu Libre, an interesting choice.
Yeah, and of course committing to the Pikachu Libre, because if Alistar wins this match, we're on set point for Jukum. If Alistar wins, he's locked into this character for the remainder of the set. We'll have to close it out. So doubling down in a lot of ways, but Jukum off to a great start here, connecting with a Surf, and then landing a nice throw. There's that sort of patience from Jukum. We saw refining his play really in the Players' Cup Invitational, and they're going again, just doesn't want to overcommit, and partially that's what makes Jukum even scarier than he was when he won the World Championships, and closing out with a perfect here, now on set point against Alistar.
Oh yeah, and if he wins this, we are going to get the rematch of the last Players' Cup Finals, and this is looking pretty good to do it. Alistar has to make such a gigantic set comeback. We've only seen one reverse 3-0 the entire day, or sorry, the entire of the top 8 global finals, and that was from Roxo, but we're going to have to see another if Alistar wants to stay in this tournament. He's starting off strong though. He's using his burst very well, adding on a ton of damage. Jukum with burst of his own available, which we've seen able to make a huge comeback too. At this point though, might be saving it for round 3.
So very interesting there. We saw Alistar able to really lock down Jukum's jumping. Yeah, great reaction from Jukum there, using Empoleon's field phase anti-air. Alistar coming out on top though, able to get the shift and does have the corner, but does not have the HP lead here. Jukum calling Snivy, neutralizing the advantage of burst, and then uses it to jump out of the corner.
Ooh, and now Alistar is really one mix-up away. Has to guess correctly here. Another wild charge. We've seen so many this set, and they've worked out almost every time. This is going to be a big conversion. No! Drops it just barely.
Very interesting dive kicks.
Oh, I think that might be it. No, not quite. Facial points were a little bit higher than I thought. There is only 15 seconds left, and Alistar needs to find a way back. The Rachi's going to give him a little bit of meter, but I don't know if it's going to come into play at this point, and just the raw Aqua Jet is going to do it. Jukum switching to the Empoleon after being 3-1 in the winner's bracket, but the Empoleon is the key to the matchup, and we will be getting the rematch in the grand finals from Players' Cup 1.
In years. I haven't seen anyone pick Diglett in a tournament in forever. And I know that Shadowcat has done some exploration, some labbing with it. One thing that it does do very effectively is chip damage and sort of lockdown setups, but it's an awkward support to utilize. Here it's coming out. Look how slow that is, and the chip does come out. Ooh, maybe a shield break setup. That's what we used to see Diglett used for historically. Here comes the burst.
Oh, jumps over, and that should be enough. Just needs to land one more small hit there. And the grab is actually one of the highest damage options you can choose right there. Really cool to see it coming into.
Neither player wanting to overcommit here, and now Jukum does commit, at least to burst, and now Shadowcat a burst of his own.
Oh, this is where the damage can become ridiculous. And the chip, honestly, on both sides. I mean, even without burst, the chip on both sides of this matchup is potentially huge. Wow, whiffs the Aqua Jet. That is going to be a conversion. It's going to be a wall. It's going to go into... I like the fact that he walked back first just to make it a little bit easier. And that is going to renew the Emoka. I mean, I think it's the biggest thing here. This is going to be scaled a lot. The damage isn't going to be too significant against Jukum. Yeah, as you can see there, I mean, that was only something like 80 damage, but... Emolga's back, and immediately another conversion to it right in a row.
These side Ys in field phase have been posing such a problem, and it's so tough for Jukum to get in. His walk speed was going to be so slow with the speed debuff. He was almost forced to Aqua Jet into close space there. And now he is in a good position here. He's going to absorb that with the Lapras. Shadowcat getting over though, and now Jukum with the HP lead. Just 1 second left, and Jukum does take game number 3 in the last seconds there over Shadowcat. Very strange. But now Jukum in a really strong position here. Tons of momentum, full burst. 30 seconds left. Any trade here is going to really be in Jukum's favor. Okay, Shadowcat with the knockdown of the Emolga. Now Jukum into burst.
Oh no, but that damage is potentially huge. Doesn't get the full conversion. Still has the opportunity to really just one more hit at the corner. The Aqua Jet is going to get Jukum out. His burst is starting to run out. He has the Lapras. He has potential chip. Tries to punish the light screen. I love that option, but he's not going to get it. And this, oh, the patient points. The patient points, it's not enough.
absorbs the Ember with the Lapras, able to go through just 5 seconds left on the clock. Shadowcat needs a hit here. He can't go to time. That's going to give Jukum the game and take us back, and Jukum does it. Jukum resets in Grand Finals.
That now both of them just need to win this final set to see who will become the champion. Shadowcat had been the one who was in the winner's bracket of Grand Finals, now being knocked onto even footing.
Yes, having the lower HP overall. Okay, so whiffed Aqua Jet there coming in. Shadowcat picks up with the Flame Charge cancels. Really great stuff from Shadowcat there. Here comes the pressure from the Dragonite. So it's just gonna look at all of that chip. That's exactly what we're talking about. So that's a really effective way, I guess. Also, you know, Shadowcat's getting these sort of stray hits on Jukum, and it's a way to guarantee some damage in situations as well. And Shadowcat always loves guaranteed damage in guaranteed setups.
Oh yeah, and a lot of guaranteed damage at that. I mean, that's almost a full combo, but here we go. Burst to burst in the corner, and that is enough. Oh man, the damage.
Shadowcat could have confirmed that into a combo, but opted instead to grab there, surprising Jukum, getting a little bit of damage, and importantly, finding room for a Dragonite call. Okay, here's the Lapras. Let's see what the interaction is. There's a trade, but that trade is all Shadowcat.
Oh, yeah, I mean, okay, so it is, but the fact that put Shadowcat down to 1 HP is a pretty big deal, which is why I think Jukum was ready to do it. However, that might be enough. It's hard to make this call. That was not scaled a whole lot.
Yeah, the side Y, I think this, like you're saying, Chef, he does have the red health, he does have the guts, but this is likely going to close. No, 4 HP! Oh my goodness, Jukum just holding on and has burst.
All right, and that burst is very importantly going to get back a good amount of HP, a whole 60. And here we go, hits the homing, and it's down to 1 read apiece. Jukum going to go back a ton of HP from that too, all the way back up to, look at that, 137 and climbing.
That empty jump mix-up coming up from Jukum, and Shadowcat now biting, now finds a hard knockdown in the corner, and look at the chip coming up from Dragonite into the fire spin, dash up, light screen. Shadowcat now, we talked about this, both at 1 HP. If this goes to time, Shadowcat would close it out, but Shadowcat able to find a stray hit and goes up 2-0 over Jukum, holding him back from having a support he can go to in neutral. Now, Jukum, you know, he has going to the 2Y, that reaction from Shadowcat was amazing. Ducking under the attack. Shadowcat showing us why he is so strong.
But here we go. Great chance. Gonna go immediately into the Yveltal. And this is, I think, a choice based on, yep, draining synergy. Getting the double synergy drain with the Giga Drain. And now you can see Shadowcat not only has the no synergy buff or debuff, but not even full synergy gauge himself. And Jukum now wants to close this out without having to spend it himself.
Now Shadowcat would burst again. Going back, 10 seconds left on the clock. Jukum has the HP lead. Okay, finds the counterattack. This is going to be big. No, misses the just frame.
Oh, but stuffing out the burst attack means that there's not a lot of ways to... Oh, I was going to say, get back this much life. He's got burst. He's forced to use it at the end to avoid the chance of Shadowcat making a comeback. And that's actually, in a weird way, a pretty big win for Shadowcat. Latios is available if he does find time to get a setup. He's just going to use it in neutral. Oh, and the anti-air, and oh, that is enough. Jukum getting on the board. That does so much damage, but this is a great way to start off what could potentially become a 3-game reverse comeback.
Jukum here just trying to outlast Shadowcat's burst, hanging in the air, avoid some of the chip. Now wants to just be over a burst attack if it comes for a chip attempt. Both bursts neutralized, and Shadowcat getting caught by a counterattack. Here comes the Yveltal. This is going to be big damage, Chef. This is going to lead to a Giga Drain? No, just a normal grab.
Grab. Interesting choice right there. I think maybe he's trying to use as much time as possible. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Giga Drain, but it's not going to matter. Jukum is going to take this to the final game of the tournament.
From Breaksin to Darkrai in round number 1 of these global finals to close it out in a close-up. So we'll see if he can repeat that. And a really nice whiff punish with the back X against that Leaf Blade to go to our very first Bad Dreams Rising. Oh my gosh, that was like clairvoyancy on that Giga Drain from Jukum.
I mean, what a read. You can tell these players play each other so much. Oh, and the burst activation. We're getting down to about the final 20 seconds. This still isn't Bad Dreams Rising, but this normal grab is still going to do a lot of damage, sending Jukum down to about 30 HP. And he's got to find something here. He's got to find some damage. It's going to be so hard, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Shadowcat going back up to match points, but did have to spend his burst. Jukum going into this next round with full burst off the bat.
going to duel from that first field phase, not in Bad Dreams Rising, is huge for him. Nice side swap coming out from Shadowcat. Again, Shadowcat maximizing advantage in every situation he possibly can. But Jukum striking back and finding a Toxic, that really long-lasting, meaty Toxic, getting the hit.
Oh, and the conversion from it, that was beautiful. And now, what's going to happen here at the corner? Actually, just going to land the hit. Looks like Shadowcat committed to something. I wasn't sure what it was, but look at this. This life lead has really gotten away. And of course, what other way can we end this beautiful rivalry? The rematch from Players' Cup 1 Grand Finals, but going to a post-reset final round.
Both players looking very strong here. Shadowcat now with Magikarp. Speaking of new supports, we're just continuing the pattern. This is going to allow Shadowcat another hit when he gets picked up by Jukum, just in a stray hit. It'll reset once that's up. Jukum with full resources here, and both players going to slow things down and play a really patient field phase, waiting to find their opening. 20 seconds already gone in this final round of the tournament.
Oh, but they're playing this field phase so beautifully. They know how to get around each other's options so well, and they both go for the aggressive read at the same time. However, it's going to be the Leaf Blade that gets the advantage here. Oh, the pickup out of the air. He is going to get a nice little pickup. Get Oki in the corner. Yeah, he had to burst right there. He did not want to get hit by a Giga Drain, lose that ability. But here's another Giga Drain. Manages to get the tech. No full punish off of it. But Jukum is going to be able to waste so much of his burst time. If Elfil's still available, Magikarp's still available, Magikarp will come out.
Oh, teleports behind the burst.
Oh, he's okay.
Shadowcat approaching now. Does have burst. There's the Magikarp coming out, saving Shadowcat from a potential Dragon Breath follow-up. Just 25 seconds left. The Dark Pulse is coming out. Shadowcat in a bad spot here. He wanted to be in Bad Dreams Rising for this situation. Jukum looking very strong. Has the advantage. Shadowcat has to find an opening, and he does find it. Here's the trip to Bad Dreams Rising, but only 10 seconds left, and Jukum has the HP lead.
Oh no, he lands the jump wide. He only gets one little hit here, but okay, he hits the Veltal, He's gonna get the chip. Oh, it pushes him out of the range. There's only 5 seconds left, but he gets the hit. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He needs to find something. Goes for the nightmare, and he's not gonna catch it. Jukum making the reverse sweep post-reset Grand Finals, winning the run back from the first Players' Cup and becoming our Players' Cup 3 Pokken Tournament DX champion. What a set, Burnside.